That is from what your Lord has revealed to you, O Prophet, of wisdom. And O mankind, do not make us equals with Allah, another deity, lest you be thrown into hell, blamed and banished. Then has your Lord chosen you for having sons and taken from among the angels daughters? Indeed, you say a grave saying. Because the mushrikeen of Makkah used to say that the angels are Allah's daughters. And when they would have a daughter themselves, they would get very angry. So Allah is saying, what is this? You are ascribing daughters to me and you like sons for yourself. This doesn't mean that sons should be ascribed to Allah. Allah has no child at all. And we have certainly diversified the contents in this Qur'an that mankind may be reminded, but it does not increase the disbelievers except in aversion. Say, if there had been with him other gods, as they say, then they each would have sought the owner of the throne away. Meaning they wouldn't stay here, they would fight for the highest position. Exalted is He and high above what they say by great sublimity. تُسَبِّحُ لَهُ السَّمَاوَاتُ السَّبْعُ وَالْأَرْضُ وَمَنْ فِيهِنْ. The seven heavens and the earth and whatever is in them exalts Allah. It does tasbih of Allah. So what should we do? We should also do tasbih of Allah. The best speech is to do dhikr of Allah. The Prophet ﷺ was asked as to which words were the best. He said, those which Allah has chosen for His angels and His servants. What are those words? Subhanallahi wa bihamdihi. Also we learn in a hadith that when the Prophet Nuh ﷺ was near his death, he said to his son, let me advise you. I'm going to give you some piece of advice. And among the things he said was, keep saying Subhanallahi wa bihamdihi, for it is the prayer of everything. Subhanallahi wa bihamdihi is the prayer of everything. And by it, the creation is given provision. Meaning when they say Subhanallahi wa bihamdihi, they're provided. So, whoever wants provision, money, then what should they say? They should increase in their tasbih of Subhanallahi wa bihamdihi. And the two words, two statements which are light on the tongue but heavy in the scale, what are they? Subhanallahi wa bihamdihi, Subhanallahi al-azim. And you see in the month of Ramadan, when you can't be munching on your chips, right? Or your granola, or your nuts, or your snacks, but the mouth needs to move, right? So engage in the dhikr of Allah. Develop this habit now. Busy yourself with saying Subhanallahi wa bihamdihi, Subhanallahi bihamdihi, Subhanallahi al-azim. And there's different versions of this. And there is not a thing except that it exalts Allah by His praise. But you do not understand their way of exalting. You don't know how they do tasbih, but they're doing it. Indeed, He is ever forbearing and forgiving. And when you recite the Qur'an, we put between you and those who do not believe in the hereafter a concealed partition, a barrier. So what is being recited doesn't reach them. Say Subhanallahi wa bihamdihi 10 times quietly. Quietly yourselves. And we have placed over their hearts coverings lest they understand it. And in their ears is deafness. So even though they hear, they do not really take in what they have heard. And when you mention your Lord alone in the Qur'an, they turn back in aversion. They're disgusted. They don't like the contents of the Qur'an. We are most knowing of how they listen to it, when they listen to you, and of when they are in private conversation. Now, this is something that we need to think about. Allah knows how we are listening to the Qur'an, when we are apparently listening to it. So for example, in Salatul Taraweeh, as we're standing and listening, Allah knows how well we are listening. So watch your thoughts. Don't drift away. I mean, it's natural, it will happen, but bring yourself back. Bring yourself back again and again, and listen more and more attentively. When the wrongdoers say, you follow not but a man affected by magic. Look how they strike for you comparisons, but they have strayed. Look at the examples that they give about you, the descriptions that they give about you. And when they do that, in reality they have strayed, so they cannot find a way. And they say, when we are bones and crumbled particles, will we truly be resurrected as a new creation?